So I know I'm a little late on this one, but I figured better late than never. So Logan Lucky is about this guy, played by Channing Tatum, and his ex-wife has full custody of his daughter, and so she wants to take him across state line with her new husband. But Channing Tatum really isn't liking that idea, so he wants to scrounge up some money so that he can hire a lawyer. So he has his brother, played by Adam Driver, and this guy that's in jail that's robbed a decent amount of places, and he's played by Daniel Craig, and together they want to rob Charlotte Motor Speedway. So let me start off with the performances. I thought the good majority of them were just okay. Like, the accents are really weird and it took some time to get used to, but eventually you actually do get used to them, even though they don't really sound all that great. But easily, Channing Tatum had the best country accent, and he was the most likable and probably did the best job. So something I found actually kind of funny about Logan Lucky is that it reminded me of Fallout 4, and the reason why is because in Fallout 4 you're supposed to be searching for your lost son and stuff like that, but you kind of forget that you're actually doing that because of all the side quests and everything that's going on, and there's not a whole lot of time actually trying to find your son when you're playing Fallout 4. And this movie kind of plays in the same way, where you kind of forget on why they're actually robbing this place because there's not a whole lot of time spent on Channing Tatum and his daughter. Something that I actually did like about this movie is that it's a little bit of a change of pace because it has more of a natural feel to it. Because like you can hear the bugs in the background in some scenes, and I don't know, it just feels a lot more natural and less done up than most productions nowadays. Seth MacFarlane's advertised to be in this movie, but he's really hardly in the movie, and it doesn't even really matter that he's in the movie because he doesn't say anything funny, or his character's really not a whole lot important. I mean, the only time his characters actually becomes sort of important is towards the very end, and even then it's very slim. So let me break down on what I thought of this movie. The first 40 minutes, it's a little slow on getting going, but it's not too bad. You kind of got to remember on what movie you're going to see because essentially this is like a bank heist movie, and so the best part of the movie is going to be towards the very end. And during this part of the movie, it does a lot of things where it's so stupid it's funny. But then after that 40 minutes, the best part of the movie starts, and it's basically when the race day starts, when they're about to rob the bank. And it takes up about an hour's worth, so I mean, I think it's fairly entertaining, but it's more of like a subtle entertainment. It's not something like, oh wow, that was really cool looking, or that was really smart. It's just like, alright, okay, I'm cool with this. It's just a different type of pace. One of the problems with the race day portion of the movie is that you don't really understand why they're doing something until the end result. And that didn't really work for me just because I'm like, how'd they figure all this out before any of it was even in motion? And then the last 15 to 20 minutes of the movie basically felt like cleanup, where they were filling all these plot holes, but it honestly didn't even feel necessary. And then the movie takes you down this route where you can tell the movie thinks it's smarter than what it really is. So I'm going to give Logan Lucky a 6 out of 9. So like I said, I did like the majority of this movie. It's just more of a subtle entertainment. But I will say, not everyone's going to like this movie because you do kind of got to like the country culture at least a little bit. But it is an interesting twist on the typical bank heist movie. Currently, this movie is sitting at a 93% on Rotten Tomatoes with an average score of 7.5 from critics. So, I mean, I do think that's a little high, but it is a good movie. So thank you all very much for watching, and if you enjoyed this, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel to see more content like this. And remember, no movie is a perfect 10 out of 10. God bless you all.